Yeah, I just don't ask questions anymore. Or like when it comes to like tech support questions too, though. Sometimes I will ask you because I would like think, okay, well maybe Cole does know, but then there are some other things that have to deal with like drivers or the BIOS or my computer specifically, where I'm like, he's just going to tell me to look it up on Google.
Very true.
And what's funny though is I've never really gotten this until living with you. People will call me, like there was somebody I used to work with, and he called me. Everybody knows at my work that I do videography and like film weddings and stuff. So he messaged me on Facebook and he said, hey, do you know anything about this specific camera, which it's like a very it's like a movie cinematic
Like a black magic design.
yeah, like this, just the baller ass camera. And he's asking me about this, and he's just like, could you like teach me how to use this camera? Do you know much about it? Like maybe you could come in and show me and my buddies. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know anything about that camera. And I would have to, I literally just said, I should just pull it up and read it to you, because it was like, dude, go look it up on YouTube. You're literally asking me to learn how to use your camera so I can show you how to use your camera. But obviously I didn't word it that way because I didn't want to be a dick. But it was just like, I get what you mean now when it's like, I'm going to have to learn how to do that too, buddy.
Yes,
go look it up.
Very much so. That's been my whole life, mind you. Like,
yeah.
To be fair, like I love helping my parents with tech support stuff, but sometimes I feel bad. And I know it drives like my dad specifically crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like here's an example. He was having trouble with his printer. I think it's literally the same model that we have now, by the way. He was having trouble with it connecting to the Wi-Fi or being able to print from his phone or whatever, from his laptop, or I don't know. What doesn't matter. And he said he just couldn't. He got it to work, but he could not get it to work the specific way he wanted to. I opened up his laptop, clicked the print button, and I switched the printer to the right printer, and it printed. And he's just like, I freaking did that. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you, Dad. Don't be mad. Don't be sad. I don't know. Like, I just did how I know printers work, just like you did. And like, it's funny. It's hilarious. Because, like, he's not only mad at himself for not figuring it out, but mad at the device for not working how he wanted to, but also a bit disappointed that I could get it done in like 5 seconds and he could not figure it out to save his life.
He probably been trying for hours.
Oh, hours. Maybe the whole day even. Like, I always feel so bad when it's like a quick fix like that too, and I just know he'd been working on it pretty hard.
Yeah. And to be fair to like the people around us that do ask us these questions, like it also is kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a nice gesture, as well as like saying, oh, I respect this person because they know a lot about computers or they know a lot about cameras, so let me get their opinion on it.
I appreciate that outlook. I've never thought that way, and I think everybody's an idiot.
But
no, I haven't thought about it that way, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of how I've learned to look at it too, is it's not only is this person needing help, but they also like think highly enough of me as like I'm the tech guy, or in my family I'm the camera guy, or I'm the video editor guy. So when anyone has questions about cameras or video editing specifically, they come ask me, and I'm more than willing to help and answer their questions. Mm-hmm. What I don't want to do is this right here, what I'm going to read you.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So he says, hey, I got a Blackmagic HD camera and have questions about how to use a gimbal while also keeping it in focus, how to keep it in focus in general, if we need weights to balance it out, and how to fit the gimbal with a large external battery, and other questions. Is this something you can help us out with perchance? And
I love how he threw the perchance on the
end. And I said, I'm not very familiar with the Blackmagic camera. I would see what kind of gimbal you have and look up YouTube videos on how to mount it properly. The higher end cinema cameras don't have autofocus, so you have to set the focus manually, unless the one you have does have autofocus. Other than that, I'm not too sure. YouTube would be your best bet.
What was the response?
It says, thanks for taking the time to give me some helpful pointers. Hope all's going well with you, bro.
Oh, so he kept pushing. He kept trying to see if there's anything else.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know. And to his, what's the word? What's the saying?
Defense?
In his defense, like, it's not like he knew what kind of cameras I specialize in.
Yeah.
So, of course, that's not what I'm faulting him for. I've just had several examples of something similar to this happen where somebody doesn't want to do their own research. They want me to solve their problem by me learning how to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, man, if it's not something I already know how to do, I don't want to go have to learn how to fix your problem. Because it's like, I'm literally going to do the same thing that you would do. Like, I'm going to have to go look it up on YouTube and watch a whole bunch of videos where, not stereotyping, but it's usually Indian guys talking about how to fix my computer. Like, we've all gone down those rabbit holes.
You know, for me, a lot of the times, it's not necessarily that I don't know how to do it. It's that I know that the person that it's asking me should just figure it out themselves. And I feel kind of bad about bringing this up while he's not here, but I'm going to do it because he's not here, and I know he will never find out what I say about him.
Because he'll never listen.
Wink, wink, Thane. So, I think it was last week. He's getting ready to sell his Akira manga, right?
Yeah.
He'd briefly asked me, like, a little bit of, like, prodding questions to see if he could, like, get it out of me to help him, essentially. And in my thought process, I'm just like, figure it out yourself. Like, I know you can do this thing. You could figure out how to sell something online yourself. But at the same time, I'm just like, yes, I have done it. Like, I probably should help him. I didn't end up helping. I'm pretty sure you ended up helping.
No, because he asked me, he's like, I pretty much just said, Thane, whatever you think your manga's worth, like, go figure out what it's worth that you're selling. Then you need to weigh it so you can calculate shipping and make the buyer pay that. You don't want to pay the shipping because it may be over $20 for how many books you're freaking shipping. I don't know what it ended up being, but he did not get what he should have got for that manga.
No, he didn't.
Not even close.
I think he was happy with it, though. I think he was, when he told me about what he sold it for, he said he was happy that he sold it. I don't think he was too broken up about the fact that he didn't get as much money as he probably should have.
Well, good for him. That's probably a good outlook because I was sad for him when he told me the price.
I was too. I didn't say it, though. I didn't, like, make it known that sucks. You probably should have got more.
He probably should have got at least 30 or 40 more bucks for what he sold it for. But, I mean, I think the way he saw it was, well, out of sight, out of mind, plus I still got the better ones over here.
True.
So why, whatever, which is fine.
That's not a bad outlook.
Yeah.
It's just funny, though, because, like, my literally first thought was, like, I know you can figure out how to sell something online. It's not that hard. Like, I believe in you.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't want to help him. I just said, yeah, I used Mercari to do my stuff just because I think manga sells faster in Mercari typically. And he's like, okay. And then I didn't see him later, and I saw him talking to you about something a little bit later, and I thought maybe he swindled you into helping him.
I just told him to make sure he packages it, like, nice.
Yeah.
And did he? I don't know. It was sold before. It sold fast.
It sold relatively quick. I mean, the price he put it at.
That's true. It was almost free.
Half off. Or I think it was roughly. I think it had to be a little like 60% of MSRP if I had to guess.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to throw. I guess we'll just throw out numbers. I think he said. I won't tell you how much he sold it for because Cole and I both know. But I think he purchased it all for around 160.
Oh, that's because he paid MSRP for it, though, which is very ironic because the better, newer one he has
was cheaper
than that. And I'm pretty sure I told him that, like, hey, you should just look out for the box set because I know that goes on sale occasionally before he had started buying the other ones. I mean, I don't blame him. I like things now and then, too. So, like, totally. I can't say anything about that either. I just thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's one of the things. And, like, when I first moved here and I realized I was going to be computer man, I was just like, no, we're not doing this. I will not be computer man. I guess we're looping back to that. But yeah. I was like, I'll build your guys' computers. I'm not your freaking tech support boy.
Well, in all reality, like, can you think of, like, recent tech support that I can't even think of it was when my Windows security thing went down. I think that was the last thing I asked for help.
Mm-hmm.
But
I didn't know. I've never seen that before, and I didn't know how to fix it.
I can't figure it out.
But the problem is I just, like, look it up online. Like, the same exact thing as earlier. Is just, I'd have to do what you would have to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. And, like, I think that's what it comes down to is I know how easy a lot of this stuff can be. And so why not just have you figure it out?
Yeah. Well, and it doesn't take It doesn't take that long. Like a few Google clicks, and you can figure out what a problem. You can at least diagnose what's going on.
Yeah.
Where I need to get better at now is like I'm not saying I'm a software expert, but I would like to be to the point to where if something is wrong with my computer's hardware, I know how to diagnose it and fix it. Like, for example, the one time when my coolant fan went out, and I was like, uh-oh, this is not good.
It's making bad sounds.
Yeah, make bad sounds. My computer's crying. But, like, I want to get to the point to where I don't have to be like, okay, like in the future, we're probably not always going to be living together. So I want to be able to fix my own crap, you know what I mean?